Hi, my name is Ruth, and I teach anthropology. And for the critical pedagogy project, I wanted to convert some of the projects from my world archaeology course from the fall of 2021 into content. And so in fall of 2021, my students did a final project where they had a lot of leeway in deciding what they wanted to do. So they could choose not only their subject, but also how they were going to present that subject. And I also put the projects on a site called Medium in order to share them with my students and also with my colleagues. And so here is just some examples of the projects that they did. Some people chose to recreate artifacts or monuments like this Aztec sunstone that the student created by burnishing metal and adding paint to give it dimension. Other people, because this was still really a pandemic situation where we weren't offering face-to-face courses, used materials that they had on hand in their houses to try to recreate objects of the past. And I thought these turned out really great. So, for instance, this student recreated panis quadratus, which is an ancient type of bread found at Pompeii. And some of them were interested in recreating ancient art and ancient artifacts like this Rapa Nui moai, and others were more traditional where they, researched something. And here's another really good one. Some people really excelled at the writing portion, and other people really excelled at the creation portion. And so I decided that these would make really great content for an OER that I'm working on. So the OER is a book that's accessible online and it's free to students. And so what I decided to do is contact the students and have them look over their projects. If they needed to find more images, then they would do that. They would edit them. If they need to find more sources, then they would do that. So each project entailed some type of creation of something plus a synopsis and then credible sources as well. And so once I got permission and once they edited their projects and then I looked over their projects, I contacted Jacob Lujan, who's the media specialist here at CNM, and he recommended that I use Canva in order to present them in a more appealing way. So some of these Jacob did, and then I got on board, and some of them I did as well. And then I sent them out again to students to look over. So for example, here's one of the projects. So this one is on macaws in the Southwest. And I actually decided to go beyond the final project. So in that course, people also did mini research projects for their discussions. And some of them came out really great. And they're oftentimes subjects that I wouldn't normally include in an archaeology course. So I know that students are interested in not just, hunter-gatherers and the Upper Paleolithic, but they're interested in things like ancient weapons and King Arthur and Vikings, or those are also cool. As well as people are really interested in classical archaeology like Romans and Greeks and Knossos and ancient Egypt and biblical archaeology. So it gave me a chance to kind of address student interests and also have students learn from other students. I'll just show you some more of these. This is really kind of interesting. So this is ancient beekeeping and the use of bee products. Again, I couldn't do a whole chapter on this, but this might fit nicely in a chapter on Egypt or in a chapter on the Neolithic. And Canva is really nice because it helps you with the design. So if you add images, it will take the colors from the image and suggest a color palette. So no, I'm not like a graphic designer. Some of this is just Canva at work. And so the final step is for students to look over these again and then to add them to the OER. And so I think I'm going to continue to do this in the future. Thanks for listening. Bye.